here we are to talk about this beautiful electric scooter from Xiaomi, the Xiaomi Mi 365. We just had it a couple of days ago, had a good deal online, and we are testing it around in a little bit different setting than usual. We are in the countryside, and we are making quite a lot of kilometers. Usually, you think you're going to use it to move into a city in the center, but actually this Xiaomi is really surprising, has a real range of close to 30 kilometers, and when you have full battery you can easily move uphill on quite an important inclination also. I weigh 82 kilograms and I don't have any problems. So let's go a little bit more into the details. First of all, this electric scooter has an extremely solid frame. So Xiaomi is saying that it is supporting people to up to 100 kilograms, but I would say, yeah, this is like kind of general guidelines, but it looks like for 120 or 30 won't have any problems at all. You can almost jump on it, and this aeronautic aluminum frame is very robust. I don't think you can break it. It's different, probably you have some limitations because of the mechanism here. This mechanism maybe is a little bit weaker, and so if you put a lot of weight and too much force, it can create some play. It is known that there can be some play after some kilometers, but there is also a spacer that you can purchase and put it inside, and it will fix the problem definitely. So what else? It has a rear brake, rear brake, and a front electric engine. The rear brake is a very basic and very simple mechanic brake, but nevertheless not all the scooters have. So you see it's a rotor and does have quite a lot of power overall. Tires, very important to know that these scooters have tires with a linear tube, and so you can inflate it. Of course you can puncture them, but come back to me. You can definitely puncture them, but this is the negative side. The good side is that it's giving much more comfort and grip on the ground. This is why any kind of cars, of motorbikes or whatever, they use tires that are not full, but they are actually with air, because it's very important to copy the surface. So this is very important because this scooter does not have suspensions. Let's go more into the engine of this very beautiful electric scooter. This engine is in the front, not in the front wheel. It is here inside. It has 250 watts and 500 watts peak performance. It actually has really an impressive torque. If you are wondering why they have 500 watts, this is because of regulations. Mostly worldwide, but especially in Europe, the limit of power for this kind of electric scooter is 500 watts. So this is why it's 500. But it is really a lot. You must be very heavy and must be very steep where you are going to just, not being able. Because this thing is bringing you up almost on a mountain pass. That's true story. So how is it starting? Well, it's a usual technology that you have also in assisted electric bikes. When you start pushing it, you have to give an input to the engine, then the engine is starting to get traction and deliver the power. Let's go here just to the handlebar. Handlebar is a bit questionable. I'm a bit tall and quite a big guy. For me, I think it's too narrow. I would prefer kind of 3-4 centimeters larger on each side. Then you have here this small bell just to advise that you're coming. Okay, nothing special. And you have here the handlebar.
The brake.
Yes, the brake is very simple, very basic, but it does have integrated electric sensors, so that when you brake, it stops the engine. So it's kind of important. Also, when you brake, you see the rear light that is activated. Let's go to the electronic. It's very basic. This is not the pro version, so here you can just have four lights that indicate how much the battery, how much power it is left in the battery. And on an app, Xiaomi Home, you instead can add more settings. You can activate cruise control, that I think is an awesome features. After a few seconds, like 3-4 seconds, you keep a constant speed. It's just activating, so you don't have to accelerate anymore, and it's going like the same speed. What else?
The app is giving you how many kilometers you made.
It's giving you some
average
information about the
speed.
battery, the cells. It's giving you your actual speed, your average kilometers you made, and the total kilometers that the electric scooter has done. So yeah, you have also front light, front and rear light associated to the stop, and this makes you easier to ride it by night. Exactly. I want to add just one more consideration dealing with the range of this scooter. It is actually very, very realistic that you're going to make 30 kilometers, and I would say if you are a light person between 50 and 60 kilograms, you're going to make probably 35 kilometers. So this is really, really great, and you can definitely skip a lot of bus, metro, Uber, taxi, whatever you want in many cities, and you will arrive pretty fast. Then there is a problem. You have to kind of put the scooter somewhere if you go to work. I don't know. You have to put it somewhere because for safety, to not have it damaged or stolen. But it's not so easy to bring with you because its weight 12 kilograms. You can really feel it. It's like a cross-country bike. And so yes, still you make a couple of stairs. It's fine. If you are a kind of very small person, or a small girl or something like that, I think that it's going to be complicated to bring it down and up many times on the metro. But beside that, it's an awesome tool. People maybe don't know that this Xiaomi Mi 365 is built by a Chinese company called 9bot. And this 9bot now is producing also their own electric scooter. It is a little bit more expensive and it has a front suspension. You can see it absolutely 100% every time on Amazon. It does have a little bit more power, I think 360 watts average instead of this one that have 250. The range is similar, and honestly I don't think that you need more power. I mean, this is more than enough, because you're not going to use at 40 kilometers per hour electric scooter. Even tuning it, which is possible, there are some modes, and there is an app that you can install, even if it's more complicated with the last firmware, but still you can do it, but it doesn't feel like you need it because it's fast enough.